Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey has long been heralded as one of the greatest films of all time. Kubrick's use of editing still influences directors today. Two techniques he used in contrast to each other in the first section of 2001: A Space Odyssey were continuity and discontinuity. The Looking at Movies textbook defines continuity editing as a technique that seeks to achieve logic and sequential flow and creates filmic unity. In contrast, discontinuity editing is characterized by transitions between shots that are not smooth, continuous, or coherent. Kubrick definitely makes extensive use of discontinuity editing in the Dawn of Man sequence. He starts by jumping around views of space and eventually ends in the desolate land where the apes live. Still, the sequence as a whole seems continuous. The apes are driven from their home, find a monolith, develop human-like movements and skills, and then reclaim their space. However, when the individual scenes are examined more closely, Kubrick's careful use of editing is more apparent. In the moments following the apes' recapture of their territory, there is what the Cinema Autopsy blog calls one of the greatest graphic match edits depicted in cinema. This dramatic cut links the two objects as tools of humanity, but also draws attention to the vast differences between them. One is a crude, earthbound weapon, and the other is a sophisticated object that has left the planet. According to IMDb, Stanley Kubrick was born in New York City in 1928. He received his first camera at age 13 and was hooked on photography ever since. He soon moved into documentaries and eventually films. 2001: A Space Odyssey came out when he was 40 and already well established in Hollywood. This film, though, surprised his audience. As Thomas Caldwell wrote on Cinema Autopsy, Kubrick does seem to think that violence is an innate part of humans and that technology is a threat, as seen in Jack Torrance in The Shining and the indestructible bomb in Dr. Strangelove. 2001: A Space Odyssey is arguably the only film he made that provides hope for the human race. Without a doubt, it is one of the greatest works Kubrick ever made.